Hello and welcome back to the studio. Yeah. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Hello. Chip cheerio. I don't know why I did that. Hi. Welcome back. This is what I'm wearing. We're keeping it so casual today. Am I like flashing you guys there? Anyways, I'm about to be filled with so much cat hair that I will too become a cat by the end of this episode. So stay tuned. Anyways, let's get started. Oh yeah, I swear you guys know this sweater. Like, this is like my comfort sweater. I wear this all the time. I don't know if I thrifted it or what are you doing? Yeah. And then leggings are really old from Costco. And yeah, let's get started. Butters will absolutely make an appearance, so stay tuned. Okay. Hello, my little chicken nuggets. How's it going? I missed you guys. Oh, I missed you so much. Even though it really hasn't been like that long since I've been on here. I do post weekly. So I don't know why I miss you guys. I don't know. I'm just a gentle giant. And I miss you guys. Actually, I don't think I'm a giant. You know what? I was going to make today's episode about one thing, but this has kind of been lingering in my energy for a little while now, and I want to talk about it. Before we get started, though, how are you? How are you doing today? Let me know. How's your day going? It's just as simple as that. Like, I just want to know. Talk to me, guys. I know I've got a community out there. Y'all just comment. Say something. Like, are you enjoying this? Are you hating it? Honestly, I'm open to any and all criticism. And you don't even have to give me any criticism. You could literally just tell me how your day's going. Talk to me. Okay? I want to hear you. This is not just like one-sided. I know it seems like it is. And most of the time it obviously is. But like, this is a community. Like, you know, like I want feedback. So text me if you're watching this from like Spotify or any like streaming link or any of that. There's literally a link to text me. So text me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below. Subscribe. Why aren't you subscribed yet? Help me get to 1 million. Actually, help me get to my first 100,000. Also, a very special guest is entering the screen right now, and he is messing up my production design. How dare he? I worked so hard. Just because you're cute and fluffy? Just because you're cute and fluffy, sir? Oh, Butters has a few words to say. He says,
I want food and cuddles.
well, that's what Butters says. Okay. Oh, he's just the cutest. Oh my goodness. He's literally biting my props. Yo, imagine I went to your show, Butters, and I started eating your props, dude. You would hate me. But you know what? You get a pass because you're fluffy and cute. Anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, the topic of this surprise episode. Well, it's not really a surprise episode. There's an episode weekly, but you know what I mean. Like, we're going off the record here. Oh, no, that's not what we were talking about. I didn't even get there yet. We were talking about you and me, baby. Our relationship. Comment down below. Okay? Like, give me something. This feels like unrequited love. And I want unconditional love. And I hope it's I hope it's reciprocated. Anyways, yes, let's get to the topic. Let's just get her done. So, as you guys know, I have struggled with my body image basically my whole life. I've talked about that many times before. And I've also talked to you guys about me transforming over the years, me being a really bigger girl and losing a lot of weight and my weight fluctuating, going up and down, and my self-love journey, you know, like I'm always preaching love yourself, do you, for you, with you, baby. But I have a confession to make. I have allowed society and other people close to me to determine how I value and see myself. And let me explain. Up until literally 3 days ago, I used to think I was fat. I mean, you're probably watching this and you're obviously going to be like, okay, like, you're not a skinny queen, not a skinny mini. But if you've been watching me for a while or you know me personally, you know I'm just a thick girl, you know? She's got thunder thighs, some chubby arms. I've definitely got a tummy, a lot of stretch marks, but I've got like a tiny waist, you know? And I'm a very curvy girl. I've always known that. Like, that's just been very apparent to me as well, you know? Like, I'm not... Body dysmorphia is not at a level 100. It was at a 60. Now it's maybe at a 40. Yeah. So I'm very self-aware. But I was talking to my friend in the car the other day, and she goes, Tina, like, you're not fat. Like, why do you keep mentioning, not that like I'm calling myself fat, but like I say bigger girl or like chubby, and like, you know, like I do kind of give myself that title because other people have constantly given me that title. And it's weird because I'm always teetering around being super attractive and then super unattractive because of societal norms. You know, like that's always been kind of like a contradiction in my mind. And while I was speaking to her, she's like, girl, like, she even mentioned how she was talking about it with her own boyfriend, saying how our coworker, aka my crush, who's not really a crush anymore, he called me fat. And she's like, no, you're not. Like, you're literally not. You're just curvy. Like, sure, yes, we have given the name curvy to plus size. Like, you know, because who wants to be called plus size? So we call them curvy. And, like, I feel comfortable with that word, curvy. Because, you know, I am curvy everywhere. And I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, but like, you're not fat. Like, I don't, like, what? And she even said, she's like, when he called you fat, I was like, what the fuck, then what am I? And she, like, if you take it feels weird talking about my friends' bodies. Like, why are we even talking about bodies? Like, anyways, I'm just saying this to kind of get my point across, but it does make me feel a little weird saying it. Because it's nobody's freaking business. That's why. So yeah. So her body she's also a curvy girl. She's definitely volume size, like she's definitely smaller than me, but she's taller than me. So I think it gives the illusion that she's a little bit bigger, but she's not. Like, she's tiny. Not like the tiniest person in the world, but like, you know, she's like a mid-sized queen. She's tall, she's gorgeous. And she was even saying, she's like, if he called you fat, like, what the fuck am I? And I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, girl, what? It's just like these kind of little conversations that you have with your friends where you're just like, wait, what? And then you realize body dysmorphia is at a level 99, baby. We've got work to do. But yeah, that comment about her and kind of like her reassurance in a way to me that, like, girl, you're not big. Despite all the hateful comments that I get on YouTube. How rude. So many people like to comment about my looks and how much I weigh. And when I'm like, I have too much on my plate, they're like, yeah, we know. Those comments don't really bother me so much, but they affirm what I've like been told my whole life, especially by my parents. Like, not meaning to drag them down again, but like, and this is why I try to like even just teach my own parents and talk about it here, because if you're a parent listening to this, or you're gonna be a parent, or you have parents, whatever it may be, there's always a learning lesson in this, and it's don't talk about other people's bodies. Like, you just don't. Like, my whole life up until 3 freaking days ago, I thought it was massive. And I probably was at one point in my life. But, like, it has hindered my growth. I haven't been able to, like, go out, sleep around. Well, granted, I have morals and values that stop me from doing that too, because I don't think it's not like spiritually hygienic to be opening yourself up to just anyone and everyone, just because you have like a minor little connection that's like surface level and you're like, I want to scratch an itch. Yeah, I think I have self-control in that sense, but definitely I'd say about half of the reason that I don't just open myself up to just anyone is because I've been so insecure, because I'm like, oh, sure, like, yeah, with clothes on, I'm attractive. But because my whole life my mother has said, you need to lose weight, you're gaining way too much weight, nobody's gonna love you if you look like this. Oh my God, I'm so scared you're gonna be like 600 pounds and you're gonna be on that TV show. Oh my God, look at you. Look, like, just constantly scaring me about how ugly or how fat I look. It is beyond fucked up. I told myself I wasn't gonna swear, but like, it's hard not to. Obviously, you guys aren't hearing me fully say it because now I censor them. But yeah, it's really cruel to do that to someone you apparently love. I get that you want the best for them, and I get that your whole life and society has told you that being super skinny, super fit is what's gorgeous, what is acceptable, what is lovable. But that is so wrong. Like, what? We need to retrain ourselves. We need to really think about the things that we're telling other people. Because literally for 20 fucking years of my life, I've been going around thinking I am insanely unattractive naked because of what my mom has told me so many times, and what have all my bullies have told me, and even the online trolls. Like, it all just stacks up. If I didn't have that first experience of my own mother telling me how disgusting I look naked, then maybe I'd be a whore. So maybe it's kind of a good thing that she put up so many insecurities. Well, I guess put up a mirror and showed me all of my insecurities and made them, like, it was an enlarged mirror, it was like those 10x. So obviously, like, guys, I didn't even go swimming. I've mentioned this before on previous episodes. I used to love swimming. Swimming is like my favorite thing in the world to do when it's warm. And I didn't for a really long time because I had stretch marks. And my mom was so worried about my stretch marks that she was like, oh, we have to cover them, we have to put bio oil, you have to do this, oh my God, you have to lose weight, like, just stressing me out to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I need to hide my body or else someone's gonna see and hate it, or hate me, or I'm never gonna get married because of it. Or it's so sad saying it out loud, and it's so fucked up. And listen, I love my mom. I know she's made so many mistakes. She's a human, though, you know? Like, and that's the great part about my journey and my growth, is that, like, it's not too late for me to see that. I don't have to wait until she passes on for me to realize that she was actually a really good mother. She was just worried, and she was also conditioned to think that way. Why is it that she's had like 3 major body surgeries and keeps bouncing back to her original self? Because she herself has these thoughts, and these, well, conditioned thoughts, really, that, oh, I'm not good enough the way that I look right now. I have to be skinny. I have to look a certain way to be attractive or to feel worthy. And as you get older, you aren't really looked as this beauty of symbol, and it's really hard for us women to kind of go through that, you know? I could speak about it because I was not always an attractive girl. Sure, I had a pretty face. Some people would tell me that here and there. But growing up, like, I was always the bigger girl, and we didn't have Kim Kardashian to save us. This was pre-Kardashian era. So being curvy meant you're fucking fat, lose weight, bitch. So, yeah. Be careful what you say, because trends are gonna come and go. Bodies are bodies. Like, yes, sure, they transform, and we can transform them ourselves with healthy lifestyle changes. But what if someone can't go through, I have like hair in my mouth. What if someone can't go through these healthy changes right now? What if they can't afford a dietitian? What if they can't afford a personal trainer or a life coach? Whatever the case may be, we just should not be talking about other people's bodies, because that sticks with us. It's, hi, Rue. Oh my God, he just came out of nowhere. He was like running down the stairs, saw me in the studio, and was like, oh, I'm interrupting something. Yes, you are, sir. We're talking about bodies. And your body is so adorable and fluffy. But, like, literally, oh my God, what a great example. Are you ever going to look at your cat or your dog and be like, well, yeah, sometimes they get a little chunky and you got to put them on a diet because they steal their siblings' food. You know, that happens. But we still love them. We're not judging them. We're not going to love them less because they're a little too heavy. No. So why would that be any different for a human being, you know? Of course, when it comes to initial attraction, you want to look your best to attract a good partner or attract good friends or even a career, you know? Like, for sure, it's about feeling the best. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to retransform your body or go through these major surgeries to look a certain way. Why not just accept what we have, you know? And of course, it's so much easier said than done. But, anytime I hear anyone talking about someone else's body, it just makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, I literally cringe from the inside, because what is my body doing to you? Like, what, like, who cares if I have rolls? Who cares if I have stretch marks? What is it to you? I just genuinely think people are bored and insecure, really, and just think that, like, we all have to look a certain way, all do the same thing. Like, no, hello, wake up, it's 2025, we're all different. We're all into different things, and it's totally okay to not be the same. Although now I think it's a trend to be different. But whatever floats your frickin' boat, whatever makes you happy, do it, you know? Life is way too short for you to look 20 years ahead and be like, oh, and realize, like, I'm actually not the ugly duckling. Society, people around me have told me that I am, and I've built this narrative that I am. And now you have to like retrain yourself. Let me save you all the troubles. You are absolutely stunning. Like, my favorite pastime is literally scrolling on either Instagram or Pinterest, whatever it may be, and seeing and celebrating and liking and reposting things about like women of all shapes and sizes. Like, I just think it's stunning beyond words when women just embrace who they are. I think it's gorgeous. Like, it doesn't matter like what insecurity you have, but like if you got dolled up and you look and you feel good, energy doesn't lie, you know, like that's where that aura comes from. You just see someone just exude from the inside, like, oh, just shine, like, you know, it's that energy. So it's not about necessarily about how we look. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to overeat. And you don't have to do anything to look a certain way. It's just so upsetting, you know? We live in a society like this where other people determine your worth, because that is such horse shit. Like, oh, can you tell I'm pissed? But I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying not to be like too mad, because then I know I'm gonna get a comment like, calm down. No, I will not calm down. This is a very serious matter here. But yeah, I'm so upset. Like, there's this girl that I also work with, and also another gorgeous girly. She is a little bit younger though. And we openly talk about like body dysmorphia and having eating disorders. Her and I on the complete opposite spectrum. I binge eat and she doesn't eat, you know. And again, oh, don't worry guys, it's just the cats doing their thing. Oh my god, that scared me. That really scared me. He's just doing like biscuits or something. Oh my god, I think this motherfucker has the zoomies. Anyways, that was so scary. I hate when I get distracted when I'm talking about something like super important. Anyways, going back. So her and I, opposite spectrums of eating disorders, and yet we still kind of feel the same way. We still feel so invalidated, and we feel like this pressure from society, and even the comments, like as if we don't know what we look like. Like her, she says she absolutely hates when people comment about how skinny she is. Her family's constantly being like, oh, eat a burger, like eat an extra one, like leave her alone. Just leave her the fuck alone. She will eat if she wants to, okay? If she feels comfortable being tinier, if she feels comfortable maybe not eating, maybe restricting, because that's what feels safe inside of her, in her heart, then just let her. As long as she's somehow getting some nutrition in her body and, you know, doing her thing, like just making sure that she's happy, staying alive, you know, keep kicking. It's not an easy journey, but just... It's not a compliment to call someone super tiny. Okay? It's the only time it's a compliment is when you say something like, "Whoa, you look really good in that." Like your body, like that just hugs your body beautifully. See? That's a correct statement. Not oh my god, you're so tiny. I'm not a tiny girl, and I know that's like messed up to say, you know? And I have probably honestly said that myself, and I apologize if you're listening to this and you're a skinny mini queen and you're like, Tiny, you've said that to me. I'm sorry. unless you like loved the compliment, you know, then take it as a compliment, girly. But I know sometimes it's not seen as a compliment, because why are we commenting about other people's bodies? It should never even be it shouldn't be in a conversation. I just think it's so weird. Like, we would never go to a man and be like, I mean, I'm not going to say never, because some people do comment about men's bodies, and it's not just women that suffer from eating disorders or body dysmorphia, you know, or even just societal pressures. It's not just women. It is men too. Why do you think so many men try to go to the gym and... Oh, I was like, whoa, what's that sound? But yeah, like, you know, it's not just women dealing with this. So, yeah, this is me bringing awareness to my little community out there. Don't comment on people's bodies, okay? No matter their gender, because we accept anything and everything here on Hire Me. You are all welcomed to this party. This party kind of sucks right now because we're talking about real shit right now. So, the mood is low. It's not really a party. It's more like a funeral. A funeral to all the words, all the hurt from all these negative comments about our bodies, because they are not wanted here, okay? Like, grow up, honestly. I remember, I think, like, my earliest memory is me being at a wedding, wearing this brown little dress. I must have been 7 years old, literally 7. And an uncle, he's not really like an uncle, he's just a family friend. He was the one actually getting married. I remember him being like, oh, Tina, like, you look so cute, what a cute dress. And then he got a little lower, which I thought was weird in the moment. I didn't think of anything, I thought it was a little weird. But now, like, reminiscing and thinking of it, I'm like, this motherfucker, he got down, came closer and was like, you know, it would look a lot better if you lost a bit of weight, though, to a 7-year-old girl who is not even his daughter. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a grown man coming up to a 7-year-old girl and telling her that she needs to lose weight to look better in a dress? That's the problem there. I don't need to look anything to look good in a dress. I'm 7 years old. All I need to do is have fun with my fucking Barbies. Like, I'm not even old enough to have hips or tits. And you're telling me how I should take care of my own body? To a 7-year, like, it's wild. But again, he's a human being. He's doing this for the very first time. He doesn't know any better himself. He's probably had people say that to his own family, and he thinks it's normal. But we have to ask ourselves, and we have to question things, or else we're never gonna evolve. If we don't question the things that we're doing, how are we going to evolve? How are we going to make this a better place for our ancestors that are aren't ancestors technically the people that came before us? For our, what are they called? I don't know, the people coming after us. Or descendants, right? Or is again, I don't know the right word for it. You guys get it. We just genuinely have to make an effort to consciously think about the things that we say, especially to young children. Like, they're absorbing everything that you're telling them, all these societal norms that you've been conditioned to think are normal. You are passing on to these young kids and molding their own mind and conditioning them to think and do a certain thing. And she's just not cool, you know? This is why I love the internet, but I also hate the internet, because the internet gives you opportunities to do things like this, create your own podcast, create your own voice, and put out a positive voice out there, you know? Kind of remind people like, hi, hello, like you don't have to be a piece of shit. But then on the other spectrum, there's a lot of people saying the quite opposite. So, yeah. Like I always say, question everything. If you can't question it, then you're probably suppressed in whatever environment you're in. And is that an environment you want to be in? Try to get out. Get out. Even if it is societal norms, even if it is like these conditioning thinking. Get out. Literally get out. Like, save yourself. Because the world is a cruel place, and your own home, your own mind, your body, your soul should not be. Cultivate that. Because even if conditioned thinking is there, but subconsciously, because you're working on it, because you're working on yourself, you will slowly get to a place where you're gonna realize and be like, oh wow, I'm such a silly little human thinking that I'm so big and disgusting, when in reality I probably look hotter naked than I do with clothes on. But because of certain things said to me as a young kid, I think quite the opposite. And that has stopped me from finding love myself, you know? And how sad is that? To not live fully because of something someone thinks. No. Of course I forgive people because, again, we're humans. Silly little humans. But yeah. Kind of a... Sorry this wasn't like a funny, fun episode. This was very vulnerable, really. And I feel like the podcast kind of lacked that in the past few episodes. I don't know. Just my opinion, that is all. But yeah, guys, I've had fun kind of hanging out with you guys here, just chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. How does the... I don't even know. I'm trying to quote Drake's line in that one song. Sweatpants, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. Blah, 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 blah. I should be a rapper. A gift rapper. 'Cause I'm your gift. Wait. I can't rap myself, though, can I? I'll find a way. Anyways, guys, yeah. That is it for today's episode. Thank you for listening. I hope this maybe opened your horizons a tad. Send this to someone who you think needs to hear this. And comment something down below or text me. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Again, I want this community to grow, and I don't want this to be a one-sided community. I'm here with you guys, you know, like, literally. Reach out. Talk to me. I'm lonely. A little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to just sit here and talk into a camera and a microphone and not have any feedback from you guys, you know, like, you guys are my people. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, whether it's different from mine or the same. I want to hear it. I want to hear you. Let's be in this together, you know? So, anyways, I'll see you guys. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll catch you on the next episode. Mwah. Mwah. And ciao, ciao. I love you guys. Awesome possum. Awesome possum. Oh, meow. Alright guys, thanks again for tuning into today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't like usually very like wow, but I have a lot of those. So this one was definitely a little bit more, bring some awareness, self-awareness, social awareness, spatial awareness, just overall awareness. So yeah, I love you guys. Do you want to see a cat? A cute little cat. Oh. Okay, so take a kiss where you want to. It's kind of awkward. Got a cat in my freaking. He's so grumpy. I love it. Mwah. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, hold on.